Hello, Hapkido class from Nine Limb Strikers. I miss you guys. I've been asked by Sabum Nim to give a brief statement about the philosophy of the martial arts that we study. Some of you may know that Bruce Lee once had an injury that put him out of commission for several weeks, and he couldn't even train on his own, he couldn't practice, he couldn't do anything, so he said to himself, why don't I focus on some of the mental and philosophical aspects of the martial arts? And I think that's a very important part of what we study, and I'd like to focus on that today. I think a very good resource to look into this is an ancient text by Master Sun Tzu, The Art of War, from 500 BC or thereabouts. He was a Chinese general who basically boiled down everything you need to know to win a battle. And that's what we're in now. We're battling this virus. And it can be applied to anything that you are up against and you must win. He said that the battle is won mentally before it has even begun. You must know yourself and you must know your enemy, and then you will not lose in 100 battles. You must pit your strength against the weakness of your enemy. So, what is our enemy right now? Well, it's the virus. What is this virus's strength? Well, it's invisible, it's airborne, it's on anything you touch, it's sneaky. You don't even know you have it until you're spreading it to other people, and that can go on for 14 days. And it mutates very rapidly. What is the virus's weakness? Well, it's stupid. It's just a piece of DNA. That's all it is. It doesn't even know how to replicate itself. It uses your body to replicate itself. It can be killed by soap and water and hand sanitizer. And most importantly, it can't just leap into your house. You have to go out and get it. So it's not like it's going to find your way into your life. You have to go get it. Now let's take the strength of humanity. We're smart. We've studied these things. We've known all sorts of coronaviruses before, so we've already had a head start on it because we've looked into it before. And we also know how to learn from other people's mistakes. That's one recurring theme I try to get our students to understand, is that you can learn by watching and watching what other people do wrong. And I think Italy made a mistake in that they kept on their social life. They kept going out to restaurants. They kept going out to bars. And I understand that's what we like to do. That's normal, that's natural, but it's not good for right now. So what is our weakness as humans? Well, our body can be just hijacked by this thing. We can't see it. It enters into us, and then it starts using our mechanisms to replicate our DNA to replicate its DNA. It's just like what happens to your computer when it gets a virus. It's busy doing something dumb that doesn't help you. And one of our weaknesses is that we do want to go out. We're all getting stir crazy. We're all getting cabin fever. But trust me, coronavirus fever is much worse than cabin fever. So endurance is going to play into this a little bit, and that's one of the characters on our wall. But, you know, we can mutate too, right? The virus can mutate, well, so can we. We can adjust, we can change, and we can come out vibrant on the other side. One of the important things that we know in our Hapkido class is how to stay fluid, how to be like water. The water doesn't beat up against the rock, it goes around it. And that's what we have to learn how to do. So, excuse me one sec while I turn my notes. Okay. So, how does this apply to martial arts class? What can we learn about this at Nine Limb Strikers? Well, first off, please take this time to read The Art of War. I recommend that to anybody. It's been a classic for 2,500 years. And it works in many, many, many different situations. Any kind of battle that you're into or up against. I would urge everyone to meditate, because we're all being very stressed right now. So we need to clear our mind. We need to just take the time to sit upright, focus on our breathing and our breath control, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And the little thoughts are going to start to intrude, and you understand that that's what's going to happen, and then you just let them go. Just let them go and clear your mind, and do that for about 20 minutes a day, and you'll be amazed at how clear your thinking gets after you've practiced that for a while. Practice your forms. This is a perfect opportunity for everyone to just go out in their backyard, and every form you have been taught, start to finish, you should be able to do from memory, focusing on the details, the hand positions, the stances, get it all smooth and down so that Sabumdim can say, Page Sachang, go, and you'll be able to do that. Also work on your cardio, work on your endurance. I want to say something also about endurance. We all talk about flattening the curve, which, if you think about the curve as the virus is moving up, it reaches a peak, and then either people die or recover. So this is a whole bunch of people getting short in a short period of time. As we flatten our curve, look at what happens. Fewer people are getting sick all at once, but it's going to last longer. So we have to practice discipline and endurance to get us through this. So that having been said, practice your forms. Think about learning how to self-teach. Is my ox jaw tight? Is my fist the proper position? What is my striking force? Where are my thumbs in all of these positions? Are my stances low? Are they square? Are my middle punches in the middle at the solar plexus, or are they punching somebody's shoulder? These are things that you can do yourself, so when we come on the other side of this, and we will be much better off. And that having been said, read The Art of War. It'll only take you an hour and 7 minutes if you listen to it on audio, because it gives you very concise bullet points. It doesn't elaborate, but it gives you very basic, simple concepts of martial arts philosophy that you can use for anything that you're up against. Know yourself, know your enemy. You must learn how to fight without fighting. Fighting without fighting, right? We will fight this virus by staying prepared and not going out and fighting it. We're just going to stay home and let it die itself out. Fighting without fighting. Endurance, breath control, meditation, know your forms, and we'll get through this.